Hi students, my name is Hitesh Nagarashet. I am from Mannavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 10th standard, that is triangles. In triangles we already discussed about what is meant by triangles, the condition of similarity of triangles. Also we discussed about the similarity criterions, area of similar triangles. So we are discussing about Pythagoras theorem. Let us come to the last part of this Pythagoras theorem. So here we have to solve some of the problems, some more problems based on Pythagoras theorem. Yes, the first problem of this video, the problem is the perpendicular from A on side BC of triangle ABC. Here we have to draw a perpendicular from point A to the side BC. So we have to draw. And then it intersects BC at D. So that means here we have to take the intersecting point as D, such that DB is equal to 3 times of CD. Here the CD, so 3 times of CD we have a DB length. So we have that. Then prove that 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus 2BC square. Here quite relating with the Pythagoras theorem. So in case of Pythagoras theorem we want right angle triangles. So what are the possible right angle triangles here? So here just observe, here it is a perpendicular we drawn here. So that means in both the cases, in both the sides. So it's a linear pair. So here we have to take these two right angles here. So from that, here we have two right angle triangles. One is the ABD, another is the ACD. So we have. So from those two things we have to prove this assumption. So firstly what we have to do, so we have to write the given terms. What are the given terms? We have to write first. So given. What are the terms we can use here? So here ABC is a triangle we have. So we drawn a perpendicular from A. It is enough. Then here it is given that DB is equal to 3 into CD we can use. That is, it's a given. DB is equal to 3 into CD we can use. Then what we have to prove? So we have to prove these things. To prove that is 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus BC square we have to prove here. So how can we prove that one? Using Pythagoras theorem, because here just observe AB square, AC square, BC square means, so only the possibility is Pythagoras theorem. In the whole chapter of triangles we have only the ratios. So we are dealing with only the ratios of corresponding sides. But here only the case it is Pythagoras theorem, that is we are dealing with the squares. So that's why we have to take the Pythagoras theorem. So we have two right angle triangles. In those two right angle triangles we have to insert the Pythagoras theorem here. So firstly, right angle triangle ACD. Proof. In right angle triangle ADC. In right triangle ACD. So what is the hypotenuse side here? So the side opposite to the right angle. So that one is, we consider it as a hypotenuse, that is AC square. That is AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. AD square plus CD square. So I will take this as equation number 1. Then let us take the another right angle triangle, that is ABD. In right triangle ABD. So what is the hypotenuse side here? Hypotenuse side is AB square AB. So because it's opposite to this side is opposite to the right angle. So that's why we have to take AB square is equal to BD square plus AD square. AD square plus BD square. I will take this as equation number 2. Yes. So let us observe those two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Here just observe AC square is there, AB square is there. We want AB square and AC square. And CD is there, BD is there. So we can try out to take BC. from those two things, because CD plus BD we have BC, so we can take. But here another one term is there, that is AB. So just observe, we don't want AD here. So that's why we have to subtract those two things, because we don't want AD square. For that we have to subtract equation 1 minus equation 2 or equation 2 minus equation 1. So according to our requirement, here just observe AB square in the LHS side. So what we have to what are the method you can take here? So here I will take equation 2 minus equation 1. So I think this is the right step to take to arrive our required thing. Yes. So let us take equation 2 minus equation 1. Yes. AB square minus AC square is equal to AB square minus AC square. Here the RHS side, what happens to RHS side here? AD square minus AD square. AD square minus AD square, then BD square minus CD square, plus BD square minus CD square. Then here those two getting cancels. Then AB square minus AC square is equal to BD square minus CD square. Here just observe BD and DB, those two are one and the same. Here just observe BD is equal to 3 into CD. So we can substitute the value of this 3 into CD here. Yes, so let us take that one. AB square minus AC square is equal to BD is equal to 3 times of CD. So 3 into CD whole square minus CD square. Then here 3 into CD means 9 CD square. AB square minus AC square is equal to 9 CD square minus CD square. That is AB square minus AC square is equal to 8 CD square. Yes. So here just observe CD. So we have to express CD in terms of BC. So for that we have to take the relationship between BC, CD and D. So after that we have to substitute that thing. Yes. So I will take this as equation number 3. So consider BC is equal to CD plus DB. CD plus DB. Yes. BC is equal to, we have DB is equal to 3 into CD. Substitute again that one, CD plus 3 into CD. Then BC is equal to 4 into CD. Yes. Then I will take here that one. Yes. So here just observe, we want CD in terms of BC. That's why we have to transpose this 4 to the LHS side. Comes to the denominator. That is CD is equal to BC divided by 4. I will take this as equation number 4. Substitute equation 4 in equation 3. That is substitute equation 4 in equation 3. So here we have to substitute this CD. CD is equal to BC by 4 in this part, in this equation number 3. So that is AB square minus AC square is equal to 8 into BC by 4 whole square. BC by 4 whole square. So after that we have to simplify. That is AB square minus AC square is equal to 8 into BC square by 16. So here we have to cancel out 8 and 16. How can we cancel out 8 into 1? 8 into 2. So after that we have to transpose this 2 to the LHS side. What happens here? 2 into AB square minus AC square is equal to BC square. So here I transposed this 2 to the LHS side. So we can multiply to the both the terms of this LHS in the bracket. That is 2 into AB square minus 2 into AC square is equal to BC square. This implies 2AB square plus is equal to 2AC square plus BC square. It is, I transposed this minus 2AC square to the RHS side. So minus turns into plus 2AC square. So we have the required proof here. So how can we solve this one? So here just observe that here it is a terms are in the form of AB square, AC square and BC square. That's why. So we have to take the Pythagoras theorem here. So here we have two right angle triangles. So for that we have to insert Pythagoras theorem in the both the right angle triangles. After that we have to simplify and take some modifications, and then we have the required thing. So we have some more problems based on the same problem here. So for that you have to take the similar step to have our required thing. So let us move on to the next problem. Let's take the second problem of this video. So here, so it's a real situation one. We have to convert in the form of diagram. Yes. So we have to discuss about this problem. An aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. I think it's based on physics also. So we have to deal with the speed, distance and time. And then at the same time another aeroplane leaves the same airport and flies due west at a speed of 1200 km per hour. How far apart will be the two planes after one and a half hours? So that means here from the same airport two airplanes are leaves from the airport. So one aeroplane flies due a north and another aeroplane flies due a west. So here, so consider at the origin we have a airport, and then one aeroplane flies due a north. In the north it flies. That means at a speed of 1000 km per hour. So here, so I think it reaches here. So I will take this as aeroplane 1. Then, so second aeroplane flies due a west. So here west. So it's the second aeroplane at a speed of 1200 km per hour. So after one and a half hour, so time is same. At the same time, both the aeroplanes leave. So here it is given that after 1.5 hours, its aeroplane 2 travels with a speed of 1200 km per hour. Aeroplane 1 travels with a speed of 1000 km per hour. From the same airport, after 1.5 hours, how far will be the two planes? So after 1.5 hours, so we have to calculate this distance. That is, this distance we have to calculate. So here we have to calculate this distance. So let us take this one. Here I will take A, and here I will take B, and here I will take C. So here we have to apply the Pythagoras theorem. From the Pythagoras theorem, we have to calculate this distance. But here there is no any distance is given. This BC and AC. So it is absent. But we know that the speed of the aeroplanes, aeroplane 1 and aeroplane 2, the speed of aeroplane 1 and speed of aeroplane 2, we have with the help of the formula of speed, distance and time. So we have to calculate the distance, and then we have to find out the distance AB. So let us take the problem. Yes. So what is the given term here? The speed of aeroplane 1 and speed of aeroplane 2, it is given. So from the help of that one, we have to calculate. That is. So I will take directly into the solution here. So firstly, we have to write the given term. The speed of first aeroplane. Speed of first aeroplane 1. Aeroplane 1 is equal to 1000 km per hour. So we know that its speed is equal to distance by time. speed is equal to distance divided by time. Then how can we find out this distance? So we have to transpose time to the LHS side. It becomes distance is equal to speed into time. So then substitute these things. Here speed is 1000 and what's the time here? Time is 1.5 ohm is 3 by 2. It is 3 by 2. So here 500 into 3, 1500 kilometer. So 2 into here, 2 into 1 and 2 into 500, 3 into 0, 0, 3 into 0, 0, 3 into 5, 15 we have. So distance travelled in 1.5 hour by the aeroplane 1. So we have. Then the speed of the aeroplane 2. Speed of the aeroplane 2 is equal to, it is at the same time the speed of 1200 km per hour. 1200 km per hour. Then here we have to calculate the distance. Distance is equal to 1200 into 3 by 2. So the distance into tan 1.5 we are converted into 3 by 2. So it's a improper form of a mixed fraction. Yes. Then here we have 2 into 1, 2 into 600. So 3 into 0, 0, 3 into 0, 0, 3 into 6, 18 kilometer traveled in the direction of west. So I will take this as equation S1, I will take this as S2. Yes. So here we have S1 here and we have S2 here. So then we want this side. So we want this side, that's why apply Pythagoras theorem on in ABC triangle. So apply Pythagoras theorem. That is, here we have AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Then AB square is equal to AC square is equal to S1 square plus BC square is equal to S2 square. That is, AB square is equal to S1 square is S1 is 1500. That is 1500 square plus S2 is 1800 square. 1800 square is equal to. So here we have to find out the squares of those two things. After that we have to take the square. That is, here 15 square is 225. So 225 and we have 2 zeros at the end. So when we square that one, the number of zeros is double. That is 0, 0, 0, 0 plus. And 18 square is 324. 324 and 0, 0, 0, 0. And here, so 5, 4, 9, 2, 2, 4 and 2, 3, 5. 5, 4, 9, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then it is a AB square. Then AB is equal to, after transposing the square, it turns into square root. That is square root of 549 0 0 0 0 kilometer. So here we have the distance here. So it is enough. Also you can simplify. So here 4 zeros are there. You can simplify this one. So we have to know about the square root of 549. Also this is also enough. So this can be considered as an answer for this whole question. So firstly we have to understand the question correctly. After that we have to draw a pictorial view of the diagram. After that, from the given things we have to calculate the required thing. After that we have to substitute in the Pythagoras theorem. We get our required thing. So let us take some of the homework. So let us take two homework here. So here the first 10 seconds. So here those two homework, both two homeworks are based on real life situations. So here we have to draw the diagram based on this problem, these two problems. So here just observe, a guy wire attached to a vertical pole of height 18 meters, 24 meter long, has a stake attached to the other end. So here we have a guy wire. So wire we attach to the top of the vertical pole. So that means here we have a vertical pole here, and then we have to attach a guy wire. So it's a wire. It's having a 24 meter long. It's a 24 meter long, and the vertical plane height is 18 meter. It's a 18 meter. So what we have to find out here, how far from the base of the pole should be stake be driven so that the wire will be taut. That means here the wire is taut, and here we have to find out this distance. So for that we have to apply a Pythagoras theorem for this right angle triangle. After that we have to find out this thing. So it's very easiest formula. So try to find out. It's the easiest problem, so you have to try. Then two poles of height 6 meter and 11 meter stand on a plain ground. So here it's a plain ground. We have a two vertical planes, that is two poles of height 6 meter and 11 meter we have. So here we have to draw the two poles. One is 6 meters long, another one is the 11 meter long. Then if the distance between the feet of the poles is 12 meter, that means between these two distance is 12 meter, and this distance is 6 meter, and this distance is 11 meter. And then, so we have to find out the distance between the tops. So that means here we have to find out this distance. This distance we have to find out. For that, what you have to do? So we have to draw a perpendicular. So here just observe, it forms a right angle triangle. So its complete height is 7 meter, and here this height is 6 meter. So when this height is 6 meter, we have this height is also 6 meter. Then we can easily find out this distance by subtracting 6 from the 11. And then we have 12 meter here means, so this distance is also 12 meter. So here we have this distance, here we have this distance, then we can find out this distance, the distance between the tops with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So I hope you understood these things. Also the whole chapter. So here I will conclude this chapter here, the whole chapter triangle. So it's the last part of this Pythagoras theorem. So there are many sort of problems are there for Pythagoras theorem. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification very easily. Also hit the like button. Thank you one and all. Be safe and stay home. Thank you.